Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'll be offering my commentary right after this quick clip. Peace.
That's kind of the era that I grew up in. So it's very natural for me to see somebody live who can't sing and be like, he's whack. Or oh my God, she can't even hold on to a note. She can't finesse a note. Oh my God. So, but then the other part of that is I'm hearing a lot of young, like a minority of young artists that are really, really embracing that musicianship and that instrumental, like using real instruments and real production. And it's interesting because when I listen to it now, it sounds like the stuff that we were doing, like my contemporaries, like the Music Soul Childs or the India.Arie or the Maxwell or the whoever, like we were doing in the 90s when we were paying homage to 60s and 70s artists. It sounds like when they're doing it now, they're paying homage to like us, right, basically. So I hear some promising artists out there that are really, really talented, and it's very exciting.
You like that? Is R&B dying? Is soul music dying? And the reason why I'm asking you this is because there are versions of it right now. There are versions of it. They have some really great artists out. You got guys like Bryson Tiller. You got guys like Khalid. You got all kinds of Frank Ocean. Yeah, guys like that are really making some exciting. One guy named Brent Faiyaz. See,
I'm so like old.
But he's relatively. I love that guy.
I ain't hip.
It's like those guys, but like he's relative. He's just kind of getting his way up. But it seems like almost the niche it's growing smaller and smaller.
Yeah,
Do you think R&B is dying?
I think what I think of, like when I think of R&B, I think of rhythm and blues. And to me, rhythm and blues is like playing something and singing something and meaning it and having beautiful imperfections, and it's the passion and the imperfections that make it so dope. And I think that is not celebrated anymore. It's like too quantized, too polished, too sync. It's just the art form that I fell in love with is not dying, but it's still there. It just you know what it seems like? It seems like they want to hear it, but they want to hear it more if it's not from black people.
Interesting. Like Adele, Sam Smith situation.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Tyrese was on that a couple of years ago. When he shout out to Tyrese, we had him on the podcast a couple of.
What up, man?
Had him on the podcast a couple of weeks ago. He, I think it was 3 or 4 years ago, had a very, very big movement that was saying, listen, when you have like Adele or Sam Smith or, by the way, these are fantastic artists. Yeah. They're doing the type of music.
Why is it genius when they do it? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I feel Tyrese on that. It's like you listen to Kenny Lattimore's latest record, and it's like, wow, that's dope. Right. But if it was a white cat who came out with that record, he'd be at the Grammys.
Why do you think that is?
Because I think that's always been the way the music industry has been from Elvis on. You could sing Ain't Nothing, he could sing Ain't Nothing But a Hound Dog, and Perry Como can sing, that's just always the way the music industry has been.
And you think it's getting worse now, or do you think, because there's a school of thought, and because when we have this argument, there was a school of thought that said over in London, where some of those artists are from, they really love that style of music. Mm-hmm. And they're buying into it more than what we buy into it here.
They appreciate it.
You think that's true at all?
I mean, just from my travels in Europe, I think there is a greater appreciation for what I consider to be like authentic feeling R&B.
Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. Yo, shout out to Eric Benet, man. That brother is speaking some real raw facts, bruh. It's like all of those artists, you got to think about all those artists, hard-hitting, heavy, talented artists that we used to listen to in the 90s, right? In the 80s, right? Your Jaheems, your Tyrese's. Like he said, Eric Benet, Music Soul Child. Some of the greatest artists ever. And like he was saying, the record companies use these brothers and they discard them. But if it's a white person, they put them out in the front, right? A white person with some soul or some talent, right? That can kind of mimic the greatness of our black artists. They, like he said, Elvis Presley, right? Had a tad bit rhythm, right? So it's like, that's why we have to have our own record companies, our own streaming platforms, so that our great artists, we can have the capital to back them, right? Or they can just go direct to consumer, direct to their buyers, and keep producing music. They don't need these major labels, you know? So, man, I respect what Eric Benet is talking about, man. That's 100. And he's speaking from his heart because he lived it. These brothers are living it. And it's beautiful that they're giving their testimony of their test, you know, their journey, their walk. So that maybe a younger person that's coming behind them can understand a little bit more vividly and clearly and thoroughly from hearing their brother. That's beautiful. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace.